Welcome to another episode of Media Strikes Back. We have a great lineup tonight. On tonight's show, we follow the girls on a day out to the Rose Street markets. We talk to Mathew Bax. We also have a chat to Sharaya. And we are also going to have a chat to Lil Jase. And now we have Big Tom in the studio to have a chat with us. So Tom, tell me.
Big Tom, I like that
Big Tom.
Big Tom compared to Lil Jase, because it's not even one of those funny names. He's kind of a short dude,
okay.
But he's him and his mates. They're basically they're really doing it. They're these hip hop artists, or he's the hip hop artist, and they're his crew, like production. They're making film clips, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, we went to this studio, and they're just like inspirational people.
Brilliant. Well, let's jump over and check out Lil Jase.
Check it out. Melbourne City. We here. Yeah. 4 months since I've been without work, since I've been laid off, didn't even get paid off. I was left with whatever I saved, which wasn't too much, plus bills need to be paid. Rent's due any day now, scraping up the last bit of change just to pay for my way around. While I'm searching and seeking.
Actually, lots going on. So just recently released my first mixtape.
Look at that, how cool does that look?
That's the first slice, it's the first in the series. You got 5 more slices to come. The whole innuendos to basically everything that a bakery does, the label that we've created is called The Bake Shop. So basically everything in the bake shop, we take our time, just like bakers do, work hard like bakers do. Everything's made fresh and everything's made with love. So a lot of love in this CD.
And so it's Lil Jase is just you.
Well, Lil Jase is the artist, and Bake Shop is the label, and that's where that's where the boys are really helping out with getting stuff done. And
so who's your favourite rapper? Who's your favourite hip hop artist? What's the inspiration?
Nas has always been favourite rapper. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, his earlier works, Biggie. Tupac, Big Pun, Big L. There's a lot of New York rap, but
so very seasoned in the rap, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your content like? What sort of things do you rap about?
Just about life, man. I guess I'm just at that stage where it's like basically, telling my story, how I came about, how we're coming about, the stuff that we're getting done, the dreams. Reaching the dreams, doing everything necessary, it's kind of like preach rap, but not really. It's pretty hard, but just taking responsibility. You want a dream, you got to go out, you got to do stuff to get it. Sitting on your ass isn't going to get you anywhere.
As you guys know,
Yeah, so basically everyone in here in this room right now is willing to, put in the effort. We don't get much back in this industry, especially in the hip hop industry right now, and especially in Australia. So, it's all just for the dream and for the common goal.
Yeah. So this is like the EP. It's just a free thing you guys hand it out wherever you can. Is that the idea?
Yeah. We're just it's basically just gathering fan base right now, just giving it out to as much people as we can.
And make sure everyone looks Lil Jase.
Yeah, basically. All the slices are going to be free, and it's just to get my music to the people, because that's probably the best way. That's the only way we've come up with, is just getting out there, getting it into their hands.
Well, you guys, you look like they're all busy working away there. What's next? What's coming up for you guys?
It's basically, we got some videos coming out that we're going to shoot to a few of these songs on the mixtape, and I'm already working on the second slice, and I got 2 years. We've set a deadline, 2 years, try and get out the whole 6 slices. Cool. And by that time, we've gathered enough fan base where we can do a show. So once we get the fan base in, then we can really think about doing a show.
Sweet. Well, that's the first slice. Check out Lil Jase. Have a look on mediastrikes.com as well for more info. And thanks a lot for meeting with us, mate. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Lil Jase. Back to you, Kimmy. Peace.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're still here with Tom, but we're joined by the lovely Yana and Sasha. Hi guys.
Hi Kim.
So before we jump onto you, what an amazing person he was.
Yeah, like I said, goosebump interview. You just, everything that they're doing in that room, it was such an environment to just sort of grow and produce, and yeah.
It's brilliant, ladies. Looking very fashionable as always.
Well,
right?
yeah, we did go shopping.
Very
So
nice.
that kind of helps.
So lucky that you guys had a day out and went to the Rose Street markets.
It was fantastic. So it's just this arts and craft type market where all these emerging artists and designers gather to
Fantastic.
showcase their work, and you've got everything from, you know, accessories and soaps and
It's
chocolates.
really, it's unusual stuff. It's not the regular stuff that you're going to go find on Chapel Street, and really interesting people.
Well, let's check out the girls having a lot of a shop and check out the Rose Street markets.
Hey guys, we're here on this glorious Sunday afternoon in Fitzroy at the Rose Street Artist Market. Now we're here to shop. We're combining work and play, and I'm with my girls Sasha and I'm with Yana. What are we here to do?
We're also going to talk to Christian, who runs this place, as well as some great designers and artists that are here selling some wonderful things, from soaps to jewellery to absolutely
You girls
everything.
are packed with jewellery. I don't have any jewellery. You can
I
never
wanna
have enough
shop.
jewellery. There's some amazing stuff back there. So what are we here to do? Let's go shop.
Let's go.
Gotta go.
Hi, I'm here today with Christian, who is the manager of the Rose Street Artist Market. He's also an entrepreneur, he's a barista, he's a jack of all trades. Now Christian, why Brunswick Fitzroy for these markets?
Look, I think there's a few reasons why for us it made sense to be in Fitzroy. But mainly the reason was this area traditionally is home to a lot of artists and designers.
Now I'm a lover of jewellery, as you can see. I'm blinged out to the max, and what attracted me to this store is the fact that Alison's got a fantastic story behind her pieces, and she's got some really interesting pieces as well. She's actually made them from clocks, so little watches and things. She pulls them apart and puts them back together in her own way. So Alison, you want to tell me a little bit about why you've picked this as your form of jewellery?
Well, sure. I really like the way that watches fit together. Each different watchmaker puts them together differently, and so I was really interested in taking them apart and trying to put them back together, but that was sort of unsuccessful. So then I thought I'd try putting them together in new ways to make jewelry out of them.
Now I'm here with Joe and Brad. Guys, tell me a little bit about All Fun.
Well, All Fun was set up a number of years ago by this guy Stephen, who takes all the photos, and what he wanted to do was find a way to fund schools and orphanages overseas in countries such as Sierra Leone, Uganda and Kenya. And this is our way of running a charity, selling something, not just asking people for money, a way that they can take a part of All Fun back with them, but also that we can raise funds for schools overseas.
So beauty, and one of the critical products is, of course, soap for your everyday hygiene. I'm here with Sally today, who's going to talk us through these wonderful products that just smell unbelievable. What are you selling today?
I'm selling my homemade soap.
Homemade, right?
Yes, they're all made in our kitchen at home, and they're all from natural products. No chemicals,
Yep.
no artificial colourings, and no artificial fragrances, all pure essential oils.
And as the area evolved, there's a lot of new buildings coming in, old galleries and that sort of stuff is closing down because there was a gentrification of the area.
Right.
So we thought it'd be a good idea to have a space where people can come back and display their wares and products to the area.
Now I've definitely found something that I've never seen before. This is Tilly. This is not what I found, but these beautiful bone necklaces, they're very striking. Tell me a little bit about the jewellery and why bones?
Wichwa Kunst is me and my partner Emma. It kind of comes from somewhere that's more nostalgic and playful, and just a celebration of life, not death.
Hi guys, we're here with Gia today, who is selling something very delicious. What's happening today?
Today I'm very happy because I started getting the market. The weather is very good for me. And I make every chocolate with the Belgian chocolate.
Belgian chocolate,
It's
wonderful.
handmade, it's homemade.
Homemade, so you're making
Yes.
all these chocolates at home.
Yes, perfect.
Do you ever get tempted to just, eat a little bit while you're making
No,
it?
no, eat a lot. My son is my
Your
I
taster.
help him my taster
He's
all
your
the time.
taster.
Yes, it's true.
And why are you helping these artists?
Look, I think it's important that we showcase emerging art and design. I think if you don't give people an opportunity to do their own thing, then you're not going to get much diversification of products, you know. And some of the great designers, you know, started in this way. You know, I think if you find that if everyone just goes into those big kind of bulk, large corporations, you're probably not going to get that freedom of expression that you find at a market such as this.
Fantastic. And if you could describe to me what Brunswick/Fitzroy style and vibe is, what would you say?
Definitely eclectic. It's bespoke, lots of handmade, really vibrant ideas, a mix of cultures as well. So you're definitely not going to find similar items elsewhere. I think you definitely around every corner is going to be something quite unique that you won't see elsewhere.
I love the vibe here today at the Rose Street Artist Market, and I especially love that people are doing things outside of the 9 to 5 and outside of the norm.
This is why Melbourne is the best city in the world. You can come here and see people from all creatures and walks of life doing their thing and being original and true to themselves. And now I'm broke until my next paycheck.
What an awesome day in Melbourne. Make sure you come and check it out. Back to you, Kim.
Bye, Kim.
We're back with the two lovely ladies who visited the Rose Street markets. I'm very jealous.
Actually, there was 3 of us.
Sorry.
Sharaya was also there.
Brilliant. And now who had the most shop?
I did a bit of shopping. I love to shop. I've been to Camberwell Market, Bentley Market, every single whatever market you can find. But
I live in Melbourne.
Yeah, but I've never been there before, and it's really cool, really unusual.
Well, we'll definitely have to come to some of the other markets in Melbourne because we have so many different and eclectic things for people to see. We'll definitely have to cover some more markets because, you know, there's so many different things, eclectic, different collectibles, vintage markets as well. But right now, we're going to jump to an ad break and we'll be back with more. For those of you who joined us, we've got JD and Sash on the couch of Media Strikes Back. JD, Sash, what have you guys been up to?
Well, Sash and I actually went out and saw a great band called Sharaya. And we were dancing all night, like totally blew our socks off. And I mean, even in the interview,
I'm a bit worried about your dancing, JD, so we've covered that before. Well, let's cross to see what you guys have to say down there.
JD, to be honest, I'm actually really scared. I may look the part, but I've never been to a rock concert.
Come on, you're all dressed in all the kit. Come on, look, hold my hand. And you guys can hold my hand too, because we are going to go see the band tonight, Sharaya. And we might even talk to a few of the band members. What do you say?
Rock stars? All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, welcome viewers back. Here we have 4 of the members of the band from Sharaya. So we have Adam, Ricky, Simon and Nick here with us. We're only missing 1 member of the band, is that correct?
The key member.
The key member.
The most important member.
The most important member, and that is of course Shay.
Yeah. Shay the singer, exactly. She had a little wardrobe malfunction.
Wardrobe malfunction, oh, I hate when those happen. Hope it wasn't one of those ones from, you know, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. But,
not as bad as that it wasn't. But we couldn't tell you what did happen either.
No, we'll keep going to ourselves, shall we?
That's okay, we want to put the spotlight on you guys for once, because you're probably used to having her in the lead. So what actually ties you guys together? What brought you together?
Well, you want to take this one? Sure. Sharaya started about maybe 3 years ago as Shay's collective of acoustic songs that she wrote. And then the band basically formed through another friend of ours who sort of collaborated with us on the record, who's no longer in the band. And then I've known Simon for 10 years or so, probably longer actually now.
I know, we met when we were 11, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Cast your expressions, guys.
Yeah. More recently, Adam and Nick have jumped on board and we're a band. Well, Shay's had an interesting life. She was born overseas and she spent a lot of time in different communities through Asia and through India, and she did a lot of relief work and a lot of social work. Did it pretty tough. Her family, her parents were both social workers as well, so they, you know, for a good portion of her life, she had no connection to the Western world that we live in, pretty much. All her songwriting is drawn from her experiences as well. So
she brings those emotions into it. That's one of the things that I've seen in previous interviews, that she does state that she draws from her emotions and really brings her soul and heart out into the music, which I'm sure all of you are quite grateful to be a part of as well.
Oh, absolutely, it's real, and that's, you know, we did start a gig originally with this band with just the three of us, and it was basically a little acoustic gig which started off really organically, and through that gig we developed a few of the songs, and they just, you know, the organic process basically, you know, brought them to where they are now. So I think that was a big part of it too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I think one other question for you guys, given that we don't have Shay here, is what are your aspirations for the band in the future? Like, because tonight is your EP launch.
It's the album launch tonight.
The Melbourne launch as well?
Yep. Then a full album launch tonight.
The full album launch. Yeah.
And the album's called The Journey 2.
It's called The Road 2.
The Road 2. So where is the Road 2 for you guys?
Well, that's a good question. You know, we're going to just push forward with what we're doing and make another record, and you know, hopefully, you know, widen our audience and make the people that come to see us now happy with what we're doing as well. And you know.
Oh, what a night!
Oh my God, that was crazy! I'm so glad you forced me in there. You held my hand and you forced me to pop my rock cherry.
Pop your rock cherry, you did indeed, to Sharaya. We met with the boys in the band, so we met with Adam, Simon, Ricky, and Nick tonight.
Thanks for that, guys. That looked like an amazing gig. So here with me in the studio, I have Chris and Joanna, two little pretty rockers. So what do you guys think of that?
It was awesome. Rocking.
Yeah. So tell me, what have you two been doing?
What have you been doing,
Joanna? Well, Chris and I together, we went and checked out an artist called Mathew Bax. We saw his exhibition, Stupid Little Pretty Pictures.
Great.
It was good. It was really good.
It was anything but stupid little pretty pictures of
It's a
pictures.
brilliant name,
It was brilliant.
Little pretty pictures.
It's intriguing, isn't it? It's something different. It's a long name, but no, it's great.
Long name for Chris. And now, are we going to see that you have a man crush by the end of this?
No, there'll be no man crush on this one.
Not another one?
No.
All right, let's have a look at what these guys have been up to.
Thank you. We're here with renowned artist Mathew Bax from his trip from Munich straight to Melbourne to his hometown. So how long have you lived in Munich for, or Singapore?
On and off. About 10 years ago I was in Munich for a couple of years, then back to Melbourne. This time it's been about 18 months.
And this is, which exhibition is this?
So this is an exhibition called Pretty Little Stupid Pictures.
Yeah. Awesome. And it's obviously...
It's a bit of a mouthful, I think. Yeah.
So it's obviously highly influenced by flowers, by...
Yeah, well, most of these images are they're taken from floral carpets, so they're not flowers per se, but they're
so they're not a three-dimensional image.
No. So it's I guess if you think about sort of Victorian or kind of grandma sort of carpets with floral patterns, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Sort of bit. I guess that's the motive behind it. So the idea originally came about from looking at I guess an example of or a motive of relationships. Mm-hmm. And so I came across the idea of bed slippers. So I was painting these really big bed slippers, and then I guess to put them in a context, I started painting these little carpets, and then that sort of grew from there. So to me, it sort of inspired this very sort of domesticated idea. So essentially the show's about relationships. So two people coming together and getting into their comfort zone, whether it's a good or a bad thing. So that's I guess where the ideas behind them, the imagery came from.
Yeah.
So you've got, there's a number of pictures in this work. Did you intend to do a certain number, or did you just kind of keep on going?
Not at all. I mean, when I talked to Anna last year about the show, I had 20 works in my head, and then she's like, no, we need a lot more than that. So I actually painted it. This show I knew I had to paint a lot of work, and then I would sort of cull certain pictures, and that's sort of what we've done with this. So. Not really. As you can see, there's tons and tons of pictures, so it was not a set number.
Do you have any taboo subjects that you don't want to paint about?
Not really. I mean, I never would have thought I'd paint pretty flowers. So most of my stuff, it's usually, if it's not depressing, it's, it's dirty streets on walls. And the last show I did prior to this was actually about mortality. It was all pretty dark, so...
The title has intrigued me, but
Okay.
you basically explained it all with the little roses and everything.
Why so many adjectives?
I don't know. I actually had another title, and my girlfriend always hated the... That's all actually, I always wanted to call it like Pretty Little Stupid Pictures, because that's what they were, when I was describing my work, that's what I was saying. This is the series I'm working on.
Yeah.
And I played around with different titles, but Dana loved it, so that's why we went with it. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I always like.
You can have that on.
I always have long-winded titles
Yeah.
for my exhibitions. So I don't know. It's a pattern I've set.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, yeah, well, I really enjoy the artwork as it is, and the more I look at it, kind of I see more into it. But I think that's kind of what art really is, really. But thank you very much.
Thank you
for that.
Coming down.
And, no, thank you for seeing us. And it's back to you, Kim.
That looked like a brilliant exhibition.
It was great. I was going to say like a really descriptive
She
thing on
can't
how
speak
it was.
highly enough about it.
Okay, the question I want to know, man crush.
He's a fantastic guy, but no, he's definitely no Hollywood Tony Tetro. But not saying that his artwork is amazing, as you've seen, and so yeah, I enjoyed his artwork.
He's doting a bit, doting.
I don't know what it is. It's just a crush. A crush easy.
Well, we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we'll have more on Media Strikes Back. For those of you who've just joined us on Media Strikes Back, I want to know what these two are doing.
He was just.
Chris,
I've got to share the love
JD.
because I can't give you all the.
I wanted to try it. Everyone said that it was good.
Okay, well, you can sit there and hold his hand, but I want to know what JD has been doing.
It's a little awkward.
So don't distract him.
Yeah, don't distract me. I've got to do this.
Okay.
So so I caught up with Randy Winston. He's a choreographer. He was brought up in the Bronx, but he does a whole range of different choreography from K-pop to J-pop.
Okay. Well, we're going to have a look at what you've been doing while Chris continues to hold your hand. Lucky you.
How long have you been in Melbourne?
Oh, I've been here a long time. I first came here in 1999.
Wow, yeah, so it's quite a while ago.
It's been a while. I kind of started my career here, believe it or not. It was in Sydney where I started my career.
Okay,
and I have, although dance was a part of me, just like every other dancer around the world, you struggle, you have 2 or 3 jobs, you're trying to make it happen.
Definitely, yes.
You're creating, you're trying to find your niche market, whatever it may be. And I was exactly the same way. I went to college, college degree and all that, but never used it ever.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us do that.
Yeah. And one thing led to another, but now I'm being blessed and fortunate to be doing what I do.
Excellent, great. So when you first started out in Melbourne, what was the first steps? So aside from the 2 or 3 jobs that helped you sort of move along from pillar to post, what was the next steps? What brought you to where you are now?
Obviously just getting my name out there, dancing in clubs, teaching, and one thing from there led to me being at the right place at the right time. I was asked to choreograph for an artist, courtesy of Sony Music Australia. From there, it led to another artist, and the 3rd, and the 4th, and the 5th, and before I know it, I was on tour, and it kind of just snowballed from there. And then I had to take a step back and say, wait, hey, hold on a minute. I have to learn my craft now. I'm at a different level. So, of course, it's always a learning curve. You're always learning.
Well, definitely, if you stop
you're always
learning,
creating.
yeah.
So, there's young ones out there that have so much potential to take my job over anytime. So I got to keep on top of it.
That's
you know
exactly
how it
right.
is.
Yeah, keep on upskilling. Otherwise,
Right on.
the moment you let go, they jump the pillar and away you go.
Yeah, you got it.
One last question before we do finish the interview today. What I'd really like to know is where you get your inspiration for your dance yourself, and also for your choreography and your artistic direction.
Well, it's this might come somewhat of a cliche, but my number one inspiration for what I do is God. I gotta be upfront with that. But obviously it's everywhere. People I meet everywhere I go, people I see people on the streets, especially in New York and in Southeast Asia, which I travel quite a lot to. These kids don't have an understanding of what it is to take their art to the next level, so they just bust out, and I look at them and I couldn't even do what they do in a million years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I take that creativity and I learn from it, and I try to utilize that, and that's what keeps me on top of the game, keeps that edge
Beautiful.
etc. So yeah, inspiration is all over you. Just look
Yeah,
around,
definitely.
you know?
Yeah, you just need to look around. I mean, coming into the streets of Melbourne, you would have seen a lot of it around in and about in Melbourne.
The Melbourne dance scene is spectacular. It's amazing. There's a lot of substance in it. It just needs someone to give them a break.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Take it to the next level. You know, there's people coming in now exploiting the scene a little bit, making money from the scene. That's going to happen, but that's going to phase off. And you're going to find that the real dancers and the real choreographers will stand. They will still continue doing it because of the love of it, and then they will take it to that next level.
That was amazing, and I love the little dance move. Another one.
You know, I'm only doing what you guys asked for, and Randy was kind enough to show me a dance move where I would get my swagger back.
Lovely.
So he's helping the cause.
No, he was very inspirational. It was brilliant.
Who better to teach you a dance move than someone called Randy?
Now, talking about Randy, the three of you are now on the couch together holding hands.
I don't know how I got
What is going on?
We just wanted to try it.
Don't lie, Tom. You did crawl up and just
He
sit
did.
there.
He snuck in here. He did sneak in here. Look, he's starting to blush as well.
He got a little bit jealous.
I never went to uni, so I didn't get to try this sort of stuff.
It's good for the soul.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying that.
We can't let Kim miss out, can we, guys? No, Kim.
Come on, can you get in
It's
there?
okay. I don't know if I want to get in there.
Please, I need to hold a girl's hand,
I
please.
feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Give me, please.
Alright, I'm going to move slightly forward. Okay,
that feels
there we
good.
go. That's great. But anyway, if you guys want to have a look at some more content, some exclusive interviews, and some more lovely hand-holding, and see what the boys have been up to, and the girls, make sure you go to our website, Media Strikes, and thank you to all our guests on tonight's show. And we'll see you soon.